Have you ever had an artifact just take a little bit too long to finish constructing? Well, way back when, over a decade ago now, Plane Pact was created. A legendary limestone statue now known as the most epic artifact ever created by dwarven kind. The statue contains what would appear to be the entire history of the world in which it was created. It also includes 73 images of itself, leading one to believe that either the designs engraved upon it are minutely fractal, or that where Plane Pact stands, the universe folds. It also most likely contains several pictures of toads and squares, but strangely, no cheese. Plane Pact was worth an amazing 3.1 million Dwarf bucks, an extremely high amount in relation to its rather mundane materials. The artifact remained a complete enigma for months, until another player unwillingly created Boiled Princes, another mega artifact. The original bug that was the source of these artifacts was later discovered, and the glitch was repeated by several other players until the bug was fixed. Or mostly fixed. Okay, so hold up. How many pieces of cloth? One, or just how many items? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39, 40, 41 items. It's going to be a mug. The second player to create one of these mega artifacts was Lord Dakoth over on the Bay 12 forums, where they posted, "I got a mood and I was expecting an ambush. The soldiers may go outside, order was on, and the moody dwarf claimed an outdoor mason's workshop. He kept gathering stone. Moreover, he just stops working when I change the order to allow dwarves to go outside. However, he returns to gathering items when I change it back to soldiers may go outside. He currently has over 30, over a dozen pages of stones in the workshop, and is still going. He seems to have a preference for stones that are a long way from the claimed workshop." Followed up by Draco18s, where they say, "I think we found out how Plane Pact was created." Of course, that artifact was smaller than Plane Pact, Plane Pact still being the largest creation known by dwarven kind. Upon some further exploring of the bug, the creation, according to its owner, took over a year to gather all of the materials, and then the standard amount of time to make them. Why didn't the dwarf go insane in the middle of collecting items was initially unknown, but subsequent research has revealed that moody dwarves only go insane when they spend too much time waiting inside their workshop for an item to become available. Thanks to that thread previously mentioned, and corresponding bug narrowed down the cause of Plane Pact. A moody dwarf who claims an outdoor workshop when dwarves are not allowed outside will continue gathering materials for his artifact without ever crossing any of his list off. And he will only gather materials from inside locations, and will do this until no more of that item remains. If dwarves are allowed outside, he will complete his current item and move on to the next. It is unclear if forbidding the outdoors causes him to collect more of an initial item or more of a new item, due to plentiful nature in stone. And the frequency of moods involving stone items is no surprise that Plane Pact was made out of stone. In versions 31 and later, where the stay indoors order was removed, the same can be accomplished instead by using a burrow restrictions. In this case, the workshop is claimed outside of the burrow, and only items inside of the burrow will be collected. It is considered an exploit to allow a moody dwarf to continue to gather materials using in this manner, thus forcing the artifact to have more items than normally possible. Of course, it was noted that the bug responsible was fixed in Dwarf Fortress version 0.40.24, so this is no longer reproducible in current versions. Mostly. I've created 2 of such artifacts, not using this particular method as I had no burrows turned on at the time of creating these artifacts, but I've had not 1 but 2 dwarves use all of a particular item. So while the legendary Plane Pact might not be reproducible in such consistent manner as it was in the past, the bug still lives on somewhere in the depths of Dwarf Fortress's code. Fath Mountain Diamond is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf Fath Mountain Diamond to the position of Baron of the Tufted Urns in 295. Holy f***, we made it! Thank you very much for watching this pilot episode of Wikilore. If you want to see more things like this, where I read wiki pages and kind of elaborate a little bit on them, if you think this series is interesting, leave a like on this video. And if you want to see more content about Dwarf Fortress and other interesting games, check out this YouTube channel. If you want to get your name in these credits, $2 a month on Patreon. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.